Evansville Bosse High School in Evansville, Indiana, you are watching Game 7 of the 2022 Tri-State Orthopedic Bosse Winter Classic. I am Mike Scavara, along with longtime head basketball coach in college and in Indiana high school basketball, Dr. Mike Sandefar. Today's contest is between Evansville Harrison and the Linton Stockton Miners, as today's games are brought to you by Tri-State Orthopedics. Go where the pros go. Stiefel Reuter Investment Groups. They'll be helping you pursue your financial goals. And Indiana Members Credit Union, they're keeping it simple. Well, we'll be back to take a closer look at both of these teams, the Linton Stockton Miners and the Evansville Harrison Warriors, and take a little more in-depth look and then eventually give you the starting lineups. But first, we'll get these messages from our sponsors as you're watching Indiana High School basketball here on IndianaSRN.
Lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Optimum Wellness. Ask about over-the-counter supplements, our compounding services, and hormone therapy. Plus, get free delivery from your one-stop pharmacy in Newburgh. Optimum Wellness. Save up to 80% on your prescriptions at Nations Medicine on Pollock, your one-stop pharmacy in Evansville. Need one-on-one service, special packaging, or even immunizations? Nations has you covered. For no lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Nations Medicine on Pollock.
We're back for basketball here, the final game of the Linton, or the Tri-State Orthopedics Bosse Winter Classic. I'm Mike Scavara along with Coach Dr. Mike Sandefar. Linton Stockton Miners. They come in with a 5-1 record. They are coached by Joey Hart. Hart comes in as coach. Coach Hart is looking for win number 400 in his 25 years coaching. He coached at Shakamak and Turkey Run before his 13-year run here at Linton Stockton, and what a run it's been. As the last 10 years, he's had at least 20 wins, and of course, getting to the state finals for the Miners back in 13 when they lost to Bowman Academy, in 19 when they lost to Andrean. And they come in with some good firepower, as they're averaging 68.7 a game while just giving up 45 points a game. And their top player is Joey Hart, Joey Hart's son. He's a 6'6 senior, and all he's going to do is play Division I ball at Central Florida. He's a three-point shooter. He can dunk the basketball. He does it all, and he's certainly backed up by Logan Webb, another senior, 6'3", an all-conference player as well, a big scoring threat as well, as he will also be playing college ball. So for the Evansville Harrison Warriors, they're coached by Nathan Fleener. He's 73 and 70 in 7 years as the head coach, but he was on Brian Spear's staff a lot of years, and so he's a veteran as well. The nice thing about the Warriors, they have 4 guys that average in double figures, and the 5th guy is not too far behind. They come in averaging 63.4 points a game on offense as well as on defense. They're just 2 and 3, but their 3 losses are a total of 14 points. And they have a couple of wins, one against Boonville and Castle.
Don't forget McNair's averaging 11.3 rebounds.
All right, as the officials here for tonight's game will be Billy T. Hayes, Robert Vaughn, and Kelly Benton. As
you know how old Billy Haynes is?
Is he older than you, Coach?
He's 82 years old, and he's refereed for 62 years.
All right, and I think he likes to go to the Rock-A-Bar a lot afterwards.
I don't know about that.
With Tom Belmere. As we're going to now turn it over to the public address announcer, as we're going to get the starting lineups and get this ball game underway.
The starting lineups for both teams. First, the Linton Stockton Miners. Starting at one guard, junior number 2, Brandon Walters. Starting at a second guard spot, the senior, number 24, Logan Webb. Starting at one forward, freshman, number 32, Paul Oliver. Starting at a third guard spot, a senior, number 33, Joey Hart. And starting at one center, a senior, 44, Nathan Brady. And now the starters for the Harrison Warriors. Starting at one guard, a senior, number 3, Terry Hooks. Starting at a second guard spot, a junior, number 20, Eli Spear. Starting for the hook/forward combination, a sophomore, number 22, Josiah Sloan. Starting at a third guard spot, a sophomore, number 23, Shane Sims. And starting at one forward, the junior, 44, Malachi McNair. The starting lineups for both teams.
We're back here as we'll wrap things up here at the Winter Classic here at Bosse, as we'll be ready to jump the ball as again Linton, Stockton, long and good shooters.
Mike,
Harrison got some good quickness and like to pressure the ball and like to play in transition.
Mike, you talked about Joey Hart starting nobody under 6'3" on his squad, but neither does Harrison.
Shot, the jump ball is up and good, controlled by the Warriors. On the dribble is Terry Hooks. Hooks will get it over to Spears. Spears, top of the key, put a shot up, it's no good. Tipped around and the board rebounded by Paul Oliver, just a freshman. He'll bring it up to Walters. Walters will try to get it inside, ball tipped away, turnover, Linton Stockton. Quickly down court, right baseline shot, it's long by Sloss. And Sloss. They get it over to Joey Hart, and Hart lays it up.
We got a pair of sons on this team. Coach Spears' son's on Warriors team. Joey Hart's son, named Joey Hart.
Yeah, Brian Spears, he gave up coaching 7 years ago, and that's when Nathan Fleener took over. A shot put up and a three by Eli Spears. 3 points. So,
Sons get the first scores.
yep. There's a shot put up, and it's good by Joey Hart. So back and forth. Just underway here on the dribble is Hooks. And throw it out. Top of the key driving is Sims. Sims gives it up to Hooks. Hooks right baseline. Puts it up. No good. Ball rebounded out there by Walters of the Miners. Miners are quickly down court to Webb. Webb will pass it over. Misses everything is Paul Oliver, and the board goes to Harrison. Spears holds on the left wing on the guard. They'll get it back out, reset the offense to Terry Hooks. Hooks on the guard of Joey Hart. Played a couple of minutes. Been stuck in a 4-3 leader. They'll get it to Malachi McNair. McNair will drive, scoop.
Nice move. Nice move.
McNair gets the bucket. And we're trading leads. Each team has had a couple of leads here in the first 2.5 minutes. The give and go. Walters will drop it. Scooping and scoring is Joey Hart. Hart, all 6 points for Linton Stockton. They lead by 1. Spears on the right wing. Top of the key to McNair. McNair, right side. Will drop it off to Sims. He'll drive the lane. Scoop and score. Sims the bucket. Each team has had 1 point leads. As they'll walk it up, Logan Webb, 17.3 point score. To Hart on the rebound front. They'll give it to Frady, and the shot put up. And it's no good and out of bounds.
Hart made a back cut, but the pass, the lead pass was too much.
Second turnover.
Franklin replacing 32 Oliver.
As coming in for Linton Stockton will be Wrigley Franklin, a 6'3 senior. Now, last year he started. Now he's the sixth man for Coach Hart. As Hooks with the ball. Pretty deliberate offense for both teams. Spears fakes the three, drives left side, gets cut off.
Nice pass.
Drop it off. Shot put up by Slough. It's no good. The board to the Miners. With the ball in a 1-point trailer, we played halfway through this first quarter. Frady, and an illegal screen, the turnover. Number 3 against Linton Stockton, so
Franklin said a moving screen that time is obvious. Again, trying to get a screen for Hart.
Harrison inbounds. He'll get it inside.
Nice
McNair
move.
puts it up and got it. McNair with a couple of buckets. 3-point lead. 9-6. Hart to Frady on the rebound front to Webb. Shot put up by Hart. It's a 3. And we're tied first time at 9. Joey Hart averages 20.7. He's already got all 9 of Linton Stockton's points. Frady, he'll pump up a 3, no good. The board put back is by Logan Webb.
Who averages 17.3. No, 7.3. No, 17.3. Yep.
Ball knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by who?
Wow.
And Coach Hart said, no, I thought Harrison had it, but the refs give it to the Warriors. We've already had 7 lead changes here in the first almost 5 minutes. So exchanging buckets. And Hart now over 1,300 points for his career. As they'll get it inside, saved by Linton Stockton, the first turnover by Harrison. Hard, a long 3, it's no good. And the board to Harrison on the run comes Sims. Sims will kick it to Hooks. Hooks back to Sims in the corner. Looks inside, drives, and gives up the dribble and moves the pivot foot. So Linton Stockton will get the ball. Their biggest lead at 2. Harrison's biggest lead at 3. As Walters will bring it across right side on the curl to Webb. Webb loses it, turnover. On the break, shot put up and good.
Used his body to keep Hart off of it. Good move.
By Hooks, and we're tied. Second time at 11.
Hooks scoring.
A whole bunch of 1s on the scoreboard there, Coach.
Yeah.
As
11-0, first period.
Franklin will
one
get it
foul,
inside
player
to
11.
Hart. Cross courts it to Frady. Takes the 3. Webb will drive. Left-hander puts it up and got it. Webb his second bucket, 4 points. Linton Stockton back up on top. Pretty even pace. Not helter-skelter. A shot put up and
Eli Spears.
good. Eli
Nice
Spears.
move by Spear. He went up, and when the guy bumped him, he put the ball in the air in his left hand and laid it up.
He's got 2, and we're tied again. Hart misses everything. Ball knocked away. Picked up by the Warriors. Trying to save it, but a steal by Linton Stockton. Shot up no good. Ball knocked around. Finally saved by Linton Stockton. 13-13 your score. Joey Hart zips it inside to Walters. Off the glass, it won't drop. Terry hooks the board on the run for Harrison. Down the court to McNair. Lays it up and got it to go. McNair, his third bucket, 6 points. Harrison back up on top. Joey Hart on the weave out front. Still on the dribble. Good defense out there by Jay Summit, the sophomore. They'll give it over to Webb.
But you know where it was coming back at the end.
And Hart buries it. He's got 11. Linton Stockton ties it. And right before the buzzer, the count. Yes, it does. Basket by Shane Sims.
The basket.
Harrison takes the lead, 17-15. We'll be back for the second quarter.
Harrison, 17.
Proudly serving all of Indiana, Indiana Members Credit Union has continued to grow while keeping our focus on you. We offer free personal checking and savings accounts, the lowest auto loan rates available, and a variety of mortgage loan options customized to your needs. For a limited time, stop in and receive a $200 bonus with a new savings, checking, and direct deposit. East Side, West Side, or our Newburgh location, stop by today and discover the IMCU difference and get your $200 bonus. At IMCU, it's you that matters.
Back at Evansville, Bosse. Evansville Harrison 17, Linton Stockton 15. Here's a replay of that bucket right before the buzzer.
So he pump faked him twice, turned on the inside, and the ball rolls around and in. And on the other end, with 36 seconds, they moved the ball to about 10 before Joey Hart got that great shot from the wing.
Well, Coach, you talk about back and forth action. In the first 8 minutes, we had 4 ties. Harrison led 4 different times, and Linton Stockton 5 different times.
Wow.
So Joey Hart, he leads all scorers with 11. As Malachi McNair, he has 6.
You see the guy on the
Harrison.
end. You see the guy on the end over there, and Linton Stockton's bench, the older guy. That's Joe Hart Sr.
Okay.
Then you got Joey Hart Jr., the coach.
Just on the very top of the right side of the screen here. We're getting a tight shot of him right there.
And then you got Joey Hart the third.
Yeah. 3 generations. Linton Stockton with the ball. Leave it out left side. Driving baseline is Webb. Double teamed. Kicks it out to Frady. He puts up a 3 and buries it. His 6 times Linton Stockton's had the lead. Hooks. Spears. 3 buries of his. He answers. Spears. He's got 5. And Harrison retakes the lead. It's like watching a ping pong match.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth. Hart drives left baseline, jumper, air ball, up near the board. Harrison on the run. Sims slows things down. McNair out try another triple, and he got it to go.
How about that? The guy's got a wide body at 6'6", and nailed that from the top of the key.
Biggest lead for either team at 5. With a little over a minute gone here in the second stanza. Double high post out there. They'll try to win off the screen. Shot up by Webb, short with the rebound. Fouls his own shot. Gets it, can't get it to go again. And Sims quickly down court for Harrison. Hooks will try a 3. It's no good. And Linton Stockton, the outlet. Gets it to Oliver. Oliver picks up the charge.
Good call.
Turnover number 5. As a couple of subs coming in for Evansville Harrison, Caden Baird, 5'9" junior. And coming back is Josiah Sloss, one of the starters. So Harrison taking their time. Both teams very deliberate. Is that the style you think they're going to be most successful at? Coach?
Yep. I think they're skilled and they want the things they do.
Baird tries to get the shot up. Finally picks up, driving the baseline. Shot up and good by Summit. And we've got a timeout.
I don't know, but Joey Hart's chasing that referee.
We'll be back. Or we'll keep it here. I don't know if it's a full time or not.
While they're deciding, Mike.
Well, let's just keep it here then.
Joey Hart and I go a long way back also. When he was in high school, I recruited him. He went to Vincennes University instead. After Vincennes, I recruited him again.
It's a full timeout. We're going to take it with him.
Proudly serving all of Indiana, Indiana Members Credit Union has continued to grow while keeping our focus on you. We offer free personal checking and savings accounts, the lowest auto loan rates available, and a variety of mortgage loan options customized to your needs. For a limited time, stop in and receive a $200 bonus with a new savings, checking, and direct deposit. East Side, West Side, or our Newburgh location, stop by today and discover the IMCU difference and get your $200 bonus. At IMCU, it's you that matters.
Back at Evansville Bosse High School, the Tri-State Orthopedic Bosse Winter Classic. Glad to have you here on IndianaSRN. Mike Scavara along with Dr. Mike Santafar. Former head coach at Oakland City University and several other colleges and several Indiana high schools. So you've seen a lot of basketball, Coach, haven't you?
Seen a few games.
All right. Pretty successful as well, Coach. I'll brag on you a little bit. As Linton, Stockton, Joey Hart calls the timeout. They're trailed by 7. They have the basketball. Biggest lead for either squad. And the first, I think the last 7 points have been scored by Harrison. Hart double teamed. Gets it back out to Franklin. They'll reverse the ball. Franklin gives it back to Hart. 2-man game. Baseline. Back out to Franklin to reverse it over to Frady. Franklin inside. Oh, nice pass. Entry pass, but can't hold it as well.
He tried to put it on the floor first. That was a mistake.
Linton Stockton with 6 turnovers. Hooks. Ball stolen away by Hart, but rolls out of bounds, so it'll go back.
He was just about to come up there and grab you and hug you.
That's right. I was praying that we didn't lose the equipment here.
Harrison substitutions. 2 of them, 23.
Back and forth, no scoring here for about the last minute or so. Sims with the ball, loses the dribble. Gets it out to McNair. Into Baird. Hooks. Taking her time. Delivered offense. Sims. Drive the lane. Kicks it to the right side to Caden Baird. Puts it up and got it to go. (27-18). Biggest lead for the Warriors, but not after a 3 by Hart.
Joey Hart came off that screen, had 2, one low and one high, hit an NBA 3.
Well, it's a typical Linton Stockton scoring. Hart's got 14 of their 21. And ball tipped away. Retained by the Warriors. No trigger inbounds. Terry Hooks, the senior. Looks. Ball tipped away, stolen by Hart. Joey Hart, length of the court, lays it up and got it to go. So back-to-back buckets. Cuts the 9-point lead back down to 4. Baird loses the dribble. A 3 shot put up in and out.
All
no
the way
good.
down, in and out.
Sims and the board. We have a tie-up. The arrow goes to Harrison. Evansville Harrison. We get the basketball. 3:42 to go here before halftime. A back-and-forth action game has been slowed. Harrison hit a bucket at the buzzer to lead by 2. And now they get a 3. This time by Shane Sims.
3 points.
Sims got 5. The lead back up to 7. Joey Hart, the three, it's no good. The board, offensive board that time by Franklin. Ball stolen away though by Harrison. Hooks the layup, got it to go. Linton Stockton already with 7 turnovers, and it's a 9-point lead, the biggest of the ball game for Harrison. Right baseline, 3 minutes to go before half. Logan Webb to Hart. Gets the screen from Frady. He'll get it back and put up a 3 and bounce around top of the bank board. And the board goes to Harrison. Hooks to Baird. They play catch. He'll drive the lane, kick to Baird. He'll put up a 3. And Baird. He's got 5. Timeout. We got another timeout. Timeout, Linton Stockton. Harrison up by 12. We'll take a break right here.
Timeout. Linton Stockton substitution after the timeout 32.
Lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Optimum Wellness. Ask about over-the-counter supplements, our compounding services, and hormone therapy. Plus, get free delivery from your one-stop pharmacy in Newburgh. Optimum Wellness. Save up to 80% on your prescriptions at Nations Medicine on Pollock, your one-stop pharmacy in Evansville. Need one-on-one service, special packaging, or even immunizations? Nations has you covered. For no lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Nations Medicine on Pollock.
We're back at Evansville Bosse High School. Coach Sandefar was a 17-15 lead by Harrison after 1. That has ballooned to a dozen. How'd they do it?
Well, they did it in getting the shots they wanted. And then when they made several passes and to get isolation, they're quicker than Linton Stockton.
Linton Stockton's only scored 8 points here in this quarter, so they've been good on offense and maybe sticky on defense, and we got a whistle and a foul in underneath.
Personal foul, Harrison.
That goes against Caden Bard, his first. Only the first foul against Harrison. Played almost 14 minutes and a steal by Harrison. They'll lay it up. It's no good by Baird. Turnover against Linton Stockton, but they don't get hurt by it. Walters to Hart. To Franklin. Back to Hart. Walters looks inside. Ball tipped away. Retrieved by Walters. And a shot put up. It's no good by Oliver. And the ball blocked by McNair and picked up by Harrison. Hooks. He'll bury the 3. He's got 7, and it's 38-23. As Walters will drive the lane, put it up, can't get it to go. With a minute and a half to go, we'll have free throws. No one has made a free throw yet here tonight.
Team's second 2 free throws. Linton Stockton, 2 Brandon Walters.
Foul goes against McNair. Walters switches it through.
Substitutions for the teams. Harrison.
His first point.
Spear, 24. James Summit.
Spear and Summit come back in for the Warriors.
Bam. Oh.
And a jump ball call. Belongs to the Miners.
You should never turn inside when you rebound.
I never had that problem, Coach. I can never get a rebound. Braden Walters, the junior, will trigger in. You got to think the way they score, Linton Stockton, they're going to get hot sometime here in the game because they've been ice cold here in the second quarter. Joey Hart. Frady partially blocked, and the board comes out to Harrison. On the run is Sims. Shot put up, it's no good, but got a whistle and a foul. Ball goes against Harrison. Malachi McNair picks up his second. Just 3 team fouls on Harrison. Linton Stockton only with 2.
That may be the thing you were talking about. They had to take the big guy out.
1 minute remains in first half action.
Linton Stockton still staying with their offense. Tries to get it inside. Ball tipped away. We've got Linton Stockton with 9 turnovers here.
First thing they tried to do was go inside when Harrison, the big guy, had to go out.
Harrison in no
So I
hurry.
got a 14-point lead. I'm going for 1 shot. They're not pressuring you. I'm going in with at least 14. Not 12 or 11.
Coach Fleener, he and Terry Hooks conversing. Linton Stockton, Coach Hart just content to let him dribble it out. Now, probably with about 10 seconds ago, he'll probably try to attack the basketball. They do. Ball tipped away. Stolen by Linton Stockton, but picked up back by Harrison. Baseline shot put up, no good. Tip up, no good. There's the half.
And so
We played 16 minutes of basketball here at the Tri-State Orthopedics Bosse Winter Classic. Evansville Harrison leads by 15, 38-23. We'll be back to talk more at halftime.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. You know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year, all sorts of sports. Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Welcome to Benjamin Bosse High School, where your education is our #1 priority. As we show you around the school, you will see that we have some of the best and unique academic classes that makes Bosse one of Evansville's best kept secrets.
Hidden gem. Diverse. Family.
Welcoming. Accepting.
Eager.
Ever-changing. Here at Bosse High School, we take pride in giving our students the best learning environment possible while ensuring safety and security. We are well known for our sports teams and our sporting events. There are 13 IHSAA sports teams available to students throughout the school year. One thing that we're very proud of and unique to Bosse High School is that we offer programs such as Toyota 4T program, which our students learn about advanced manufacturing practices, and it gives students a career pathway into Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Indiana. We have our own radio and television program where students have the chance to earn college credits from the University of Southern Indiana and pursue a career pathway in broadcast television production. We strive for academic excellence by offering advanced placement, academic honors, and dual credit courses, as well as 5 different career pathways. Here at Bosse High School, we also offer a vast array of student activities that students can get involved into, such as the International Club, the Interact Club, being involved in National Honor Society, our academic teams such as Spell Bowl or Academic Super Bowl. At Bosse High School, we provide a safe and welcoming environment, embracing all diversity, ensuring academic excellence, honoring achievement, and promoting pride in ourselves, our school, and our community.
You want a sports degree that is beyond the game? A degree that immerses you from day one and launches you into the business side of sports. With a sports management major from IUPUI's School of Health and Human Sciences, you'll have insider access to sports professionals and will learn from faculty with years of teaching and industry experience. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sport industry career.
Without the basket, the sport of basketball would just be ball, and no one wants to play with balls if baskets aren't involved. So in this video, we're going to go over the history and evolution of the basket. A little while back we talked about the history of the ball, so you know where to go if you want to watch that video. This is a basket-only program. Basketball was invented in the winter of 1891. James Naismith wanted to invent a sport that can be played indoors during the winter time at YMCA, and so he did just that. He created the first basketball hoop with a broken peach basket that he placed 10 feet into the air. Why 10 feet, you might be wondering? Well, there's no significant reason for the sport itself. This was more so a coincidence, as he hung the peach baskets on the railing of the indoor running track at the YMCA gym in Springfield, Massachusetts, and that railing was 10 feet off the ground. Of course, that height stuck for the majority of its history, but what did change significantly is the basket. The baskets at or around this time had no hole and needed a ladder to be scooped out, or when they did add a hole a few years later, there was a tiny hole at the bottom that had to be poked out with a staff. By the year 1893, it was time to add a backboard, but the backboard was not invented for the players. It was invented to stop fans in the balcony from interfering with the ball. They were originally made out of chicken wire, so these weren't really effective for bank shots or rebounds. But that didn't stop players from trying to utilize the backboard, because on February 2nd in that same year, a box on the backboard was added, and this was used to assist players to aim towards the basket, but the chicken wire was starting to be an issue. So we fast forward to the start of the 20th century. The basket became a net, and in 1901, the net had a metal rim. But the net also had no bottom, so after every shot was made, someone had to come and poke the ball out. And man, what the heck is chicken wire still doing here? Thankfully, by the year 1904, wooden boards became mandatory, and finally, by the year 1906, the grand invention of cutting a hole at the bottom came into fashion, and we got the first tangible net with a solid backboard. In 1909, glass boards became more and more common, and this newfound strength slowly but surely led to something you may know as the dunk. By the year 1912, we finally got the iconic nylon net. So now when a shot is made, you can hear that crisp whooshing noise with that beautiful sound of a nothing but net basket. Now that's not why they were made. They weren't made to have an amazing noise. This design with the thick knots and the strong nylon just allowed the ball to fall directly in the center and not flop around after a score was made. As the sport of basketball became more and more popular, recreational and even professional sports leagues started to form. And these leagues wanted to create regulated dimensions for the backboard, backboard square, and rim. The NCAA and the NBA at the time thought it would be a great idea to have the same regulations. These regulations are a 6 feet wide and a 3.5 feet tall backboard. As for the square, it needs to be 24 inches wide and 18 inches tall. The line of the square needs to be 2 inches thick, and the square needs to be placed at the center above the rim. As for the rim needs to extend 6 inches from the backboard, and the front part of the rim must be 24 inches from the backboard, which leaves an 18-inch diameter for the ball to fall through. This was the norm for the main bulk of basketball history, but during the 1950s, it was not uncommon for the hoops to be 12 feet tall instead of 10, even in the NBA. In 1954, the Hawks and Lakers played a game with 12-foot rims, and you can thank this achievement to NBA legend George Mikan. He was so good at the game, the league wanted to make it more of a challenge for him. But only the opposite happened. The shorter players had an even harder time scoring, and Mikan had no problem scoring on 12 feet. So the hoop returned to its 10 feet standard. Beyond that point, the hoop stayed relatively the same, but a lot of power dunkers kept breaking the hoops with their amazing dunks. So around the 80s, hydraulic systems were implemented into the hoop, so if they do crash, the hoop would come down slowly. This was a nice idea until a man named Shaquille O'Neal came to town. In 1993, Shaq was busting these hydraulic hoops, so the NBA had to weld the hoops from the base to be even stronger. And now the hoops are almost indestructible, but every now and then we get some power dunkers to damage these hoops. For example, DeAndre Jordan was able to bend the rim, and Dwight Howard was able to knock the shot clock off of its balance. But beyond that, it is getting harder and harder to break a modern NBA hoop. Maybe Zion Williamson might have the Hulk-like strength to force the next evolution in hoop strength, but until then, this has been the evolution and history of the basketball hoop.
We are back at Evansville Bosse Gymnasium in Evansville, Indiana at halftime of the last game of the Tri-State Orthopedic Bosse Winter Classic. In a ball game that was tight the first quarter, Harrison led in Bosse here 17-15, but Linton Stockton outscored 21-9. Talk about the scoring and what's going to happen in the second half, Coach.
Well, right now, Harrison's just flat running its offense better than Linton Stockton. Linton Stockton's trying to put everything through Joey Hart, and they've got some other players that can shoot. I mean, they don't have to do that. I know he needs to be your first option, but their postman's made a couple of shots from top of the key. And but right now, one of the issues is they're not taking care of the basketball like Harrison is. They got 9 turnovers, and Harrison made 2 in the last minute, or they'd have just had 1. Hart's got 16 at the half, and Paredes got 3, Webb's got 4, and Walters 1 for them. Then you go over to Harrison. You got Bard with 5, Hooks with 7, Spear with 5, Sloss with 3, Sims with 7, Summit with 2, McNair with 9. So everybody is in on it.
Yeah, they've got 7 different players have scored.
Unique, I think, Mike. 3 fouls on Harrison, only 2 on Linton Stockton. Very clean game. Both teams running offense. Linton Stockton has thrown it away 4 of those times trying to get it to Hart on the baseline.
Now back and forth, 2 different quarters. 11 lead changes, 4 ties in the first 9 minutes. Last 7 minutes, it was all Harrison. In fact, their biggest lead came with a minute and a half to go, 38-23. Second half action ready to begin right in front of us. It will be Harrison with the basketball.
Moving screen, yep.
That's a turnover against Harrison. Not the way I'm sure Coach Fleener drew it up in the locker room. And the moving screen against Malachi McNair. He's got 3 of the 4 fouls that Harrison owns.
And you want to know how it's going to go the second half. That's not a big loss. That's a tremendous loss. He's their size.
So maybe Linton Stockton, instead of shooting from out, will try to get inside more. Yes. Hart will put the ball up. Gets tipped. It's the last touched by Linton Stockton.
So again, try to float her on the baseline. Not a good shot.
Terry Hooks, main ball handler for Harrison. They'll get it over to Sloss. Kicks it out to Summit, who's in there for McNair. Hooks the dribble. Spears gets the ball poked away, gets it back, and he gets fouled.
Guy fouled him 3 times before they finally saw it.
Morgan Webb will pick it up. Coming out will be Frady. Coming in will be Franklin for the Miners. Harrison will get the ball. Hooks. On their offense, he starts it. Loses the dribble to Spears. Both teams have played man-to-man the entire ball game. He's driving the lane. Sims can't get it.
Tell you one thing, Hooks comes real close to palming that ball every time.
Sims tries to get it inside. Stolen by Linton Stockton. And Harrison, a couple of turnovers here to start second half. Driving, they'll get it. Oh, nice feed from Walters to Oliver. And Oliver gets on the board for the first time with a bucket.
Not the way you want to start the quarter. You don't even get a look at the basket, and the other team scores, and then you get your big man in foul trouble.
On the lead, Hooks, ball poked away. Reba front. Loses the dribble, ball knocked away, and they say off of who?
He was lucky. Went off Linton Stockton, but he was lucky.
Coach Fleener having a discussion with the referees. For a deliberate ball game, there's a lot of points in this game.
Well, both teams are looking hard to score. I mean, they're running their offense, but they're trying to score.
Hooks will drive the lane, can't get it to go. But good hustle, and who's the ball goes to Linton Stockton.
Wasn't even a good shot again.
Well, Harrison has scored 21 points in the second quarter, has yet to score here in the first 2.5 minutes of the third. Webb on the weave out to Franklin. Oliver, they'll get it inside, ball knocked away, last touched. They say by the Miners.
Referee missed that one. He got shoved in the middle of the back, so the ball went over his head.
Guy didn't probably mean to do that though, did it?
Nah, it wasn't anything like it. Trying to hurt him, but now he meant to shove him.
10 turnovers now for the Miners. Harrison drive the wide open. Woo! Looked like the Red Sea, and it was a slam by Summit. Summit gets his third bucket, 6 points. And it's back to a 14-point lead. Linton Stockton, patient on offense. Hard a triple, buries it. His third triple.
You got to make him put it on the floor, Mike. If you stand back, he's going to shoot it.
19 of the 29 Linton Stockton points.
He's got deep range.
Trying to trap. Get it inside. Shot put up short. Rebound Linton Stockton on the run. The Miners. Hart in the spin move. Top of the key three. Oliver. It's no good. Ball knocked around on the floor. Who's got it? Linton Stockton. Ball goes out of bounds. Off of Linton Stockton. Here's a replay of that dunk, Coach. Talk about it.
He overplayed him. He just takes it right straight to the hole. Everybody was face guarding his man.
Gets inside, knocked away.
Another turnover.
And a good spin move there to my Walters. Gets it to go. All right. As it waited till the second half of the seventh game before our equipment got knocked over, and we're still on the air. Good job, Chuck. I mean,
it knocked that thing unconscious.
Hand okay? All right.
Another turnover. Nope, it's not a turnover. He pointed the other way.
(40-31). Again, the biggest lead for Harrison was 15. Linton Stockton's come out and outscored them 7-2 to start the second. Harrison tries to alley-oop it. Ball knocked away, picked up by the Warriors, but
another turnover
by Linton Stockton. And what do we got? A foul?
Yes, 2 shots.
Personal foul, Harrison, 20. Spear, his first personal, team second.
Half-court traps giving them a lot of heat, Mike. They're not even getting a good look at the basket.
Spear gets the foul, his first. Each team with 2. And Braden Walters will get a pair from the stripe. Number 2 swishes it through.
Harrison substitution. 2, Caden Bard. Replacing.
Get Harrison going on that run. Got them both.
They don't have the big guy to feed it to the middle. It's a 1-3-1 half-court trap.
Ball knocked out of bounds, still belongs to the Warriors. 2:45 to go, which was once a 38-23 lead for Harrison, has melted to a 40-33 advantage. So they've been outscored by 10-2.
Threw it away again. They've just disintegrated against the Linton Stockton press. Trap. 1-3-1 half-court trap.
I have them unofficially 3 turnovers the first half, already 5 here in the second. Hart double teamed on the baseline. Gives it up to Franklin. Get it inside, reverse layup, good. Nice job inside by Oliver. His second bucket of the second half. And the lead for Harrison down to 5. It could be more on the steal, and it is. We've got a timeout. Timeout, we'll take it here. Full timeout. Harrison leads by 3 only. You're listening to high school basketball on IndianaSRN.
Serving all of Indiana, Indiana Members Credit Union has continued to grow while keeping our focus on you. We offer free personal checking and savings accounts, the lowest auto loan rates available, and a variety of mortgage loan options customized to your needs. For a limited time, stop in and receive a $200 bonus with a new savings, checking, and direct deposit. East Side, West Side, or our Newburgh location, stop by today and discover the IMCU difference and get your $200 bonus. At IMCU, it's you that matters.
Linton Stockton on a 13-2 run to start this third quarter, Coach Sandefar. And when McNair goes out with 3 fouls and then they start the trap, that's been the story here in this first 5 minutes and 55 seconds of the third quarter.
They've only had 2 shots. Everything else has been a turnover. They got the dunk, and then it's been turnover.
Again, Linton Stockton, as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, they are, or maybe we didn't, they're number 18 in the Indiana Basketball Coach Association poll, which it ranks top 25 regardless of class. And in the Associated Press, in Class 2A, Linton Stockton is ranked number 3. And we're seeing for a reason why here in this third quarter.
If you look at them, none of them are skinny.
And
they got good size, 6'3" to 6'5", and then they're solid built.
Franklin picks up a foul, his second, third team foul on the Miners. Harrison trying to get some semblance of offense. A 3 shot up. It's no good by Baird. And Linton Stockton, a triple, can tie it. Walters with the basketball. In no hurry is Linton Stockton. Hart, shot, short. Board. Hooks, Harrison. And whistle and a foul. Sims gets fouled. Walters picks up the foul, his second, 14th foul. And Malachi McNair will come in the last 17 with 3 fouls. For Harrison, Coach Flinger says we can't have this lead shrink anymore. Hooks in the corner to Spears, a triple, no good. And on the run. The rebound to Brandon Walters.
See the difference, he pulled it back.
Shot, couple shots, no good for Linton Stockton. And back hustling down is Sims, and he traveled. Another turnover against Evansville Harrison. a forgettable second quarter where they've only scored a basket, and that was by Summit.
And that was a dunk.
Walters. To Hart. He's had a quiet third quarter, just a three-pointer. 19 in the game to lead all scorers. Right baseline to Frady. They'll exchange out to the top of the key to Brandon Walters.
Looks like now they've just said one shot.
Yep. Where's the shot going to be taken, Coach?
They're going to get a three and tie it at the buzzer. Look who's got it. Nope, he gave it up. Coming out the other side on the screen. Boom.
We're tied after three. Linton, Stockton, a big third quarter. We'll recap it right after these messages.
Harrison 40, Linton, Stockton 40. The Harrison substitute.
Tri-State Orthopedics is the leader in orthopedic care, with 35 providers treating nearly 30,000 patients each year. Our orthopedic specialists have the expertise and experience to treat the most common and complex conditions. For care you can trust, visit tristate-ortho.com today. Tri-State Orthopedics is the leader in orthopedic care, with 35 providers treating nearly 30,000 patients each year. We're excited to welcome Dr. Nicholas Rensing to our Evansville locations, as well as our new Vincennes location now open. For care you can trust, visit tristate-ortho.com today.
8 minutes of basketball remaining in the 7 games here at the Tri-State Orthopedic Bosse Winter Classic. And it is a classic game here, as it was all Linton Stockton in that third quarter. They outscore Harrison 16-2. And we saw there at the buzzer, good job there, Chuck Levin, giving us that vision.
Joey Hart coming off the double screen on the baseline.
And that was Joey Hart's 22nd point. And that's the first tie since early in the second quarter. So 40-40, an 8-minute ball game. And the momentum on Linton Stockton's side.
Linton Stockton gets the lead, Mike. The game's over.
Then we had 11 lead changes there in that first 9 minutes. And Bosse's led ever since. Linton Stockton has not led. But they have the ball and can do it with a bucket or a free throw. Hart, a three, doesn't go, but does get fouled. And he'll get 3 free throws. Nothing's guaranteed in basketball, Coach, but him making 1 of 3 at least is almost a certainty to give the lead back to Linton Stockton.
Mary's always asking me in a movie, how does that happen? I say, because it's Chuck Norris. Because it's Joey Hart's going to make all 3 of these.
Okay.
He's Joey Hart.
Swishes it through. Only the second free throw made in the game by either team. Linton Stockton's got both of them. And Linton Stockton takes the lead with 7:46.
You know what makes you so really angry and upset he doesn't even hit the rim?
I guess if you're the opposing coach,
yeah.
Coach Joey Sims, you like that. And you gave him the jinx, but Frady the board. Linton Stockton can take the lead up more than 2. And they've outscored Harrison 18-2 here in the second half. In no hurry, the Miners. They have the lead and the ball. Left baseline drive off the glass. Can't get it to go. Was Webb. Ball knocked out of bounds. Who's got it? They say the Warriors of Evansville, Bosse. So Harrison, you've not had any offense, just a slam dunk. That's been the total offense here by the Warriors here in the second half. Ball kicked. You're on the bench there with Coach Fleener and his staff. Coach Sandoval, what do you got to do?
You got to use a two guard front with the man in the free throw line like that, but they threw it away.
Another turnover.
And then you got to put 2 guys on the baseline, and they only got 1 guy back, so he can't defend both. And then you go hard to the basket.
Yeah, Linton Stockton, no hurry. Hart kicks in the corner. A triple on the way is short. And reaching in is Logan Webb.
Linton Stockton, 24. Logan Webb, his second personal, team's 5th.
So Webb picks up the personal, his second team foul. Number 3, again, Linton Stockton. Their only loss was out of state, coach, to Cooper, Kentucky. They lost by 12. But other than that, all 5 of their wins have been by big margins. Ball knocked out of bounds. Belongs to the Warriors. Right next to us. Harrison down by 2, but plenty of time left in the ball game to recreate what they did in the first half. And foul on the floor. Hooks was driving to the lane. Foul whistled against Nathan Frady, his first 16 foul.
Linton Stockton, 44.
So Harrison will be in the bonus now the rest of the way. 6 minutes to go in the game, a JV game time. And the ball thrown away. Another turnover. On the break, Sims gets it over to Hart. Hart puts it up, draws the foul.
3, Shane Sims, first personal, team's 4. 2 free throws, Linton Stockton, 33, Shelby Hart.
Well, I've never seen a team go stone cold in the second half like this.
Well, but most of it is the turnovers. I mean, they only had like 3 shots in the quarter. The rest of it was turnovers.
Jay Summit comes back in for Coach Fleener. 2-shot foul.
Oh my gosh.
And a rebound and a travel by Harrison. Got them unofficially 9 turnovers in the second half after they only had 3 in the first half. Where Linton Stockton had 9 in the first half. They only have 2. Does that tell a little bit more of the story too?
Yep.
Stockton, wide open 3, it's short. Oliver, and a foul inside. Goes against Evansville Harrison.
Eli Spear, his second personal.
Eli Spear, that's his second. 15 foul. So the Miners will take it out of bounds. Again, it's a 2-point game, Linton Stockton lead, but it seems like they got a bigger lead.
I told you if they got the lead, Harrison would not get the lead back.
I'm sure Coach Fleener would like to turn you into a fibber on that one for Harrison.
Well, they got to change what they're doing. Look at that.
Nice move inside, good entry pass, but Paul Oliver could not get it to drop. Left baseline. Ball knocked away. Picked up in the backcourt. Last touch by Linton Stockton, though. Right baseline. Double teamed.
Another turnover.
Quickly down court. And Hart lays it up and scores. I've got Hart for 26. Comes in averaging a little over 20. And Harrison throws it away again. 44-40. Again, folks, at one time with 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Harrison led 38-23. We were tied 40-40 at the end of the third quarter. So Linton Stockton really hasn't burnt the nets at all. Here they've only scored 4 points here in about 3.5 minutes or so. Entry pass. The foul goes against Evansville Harrison's Jay Summit, his first. Each team with 16 fouls, but a shooting foul will send the Miners to the stripe in the person of Logan Webb. And first one swishes through. Got Webb with 5 on the night. Second one, good to go.
Now a Linton Stockton substitution.
Oliver will step out.
Wrigley Franklin replacing 32 Oliver.
Wrigley Franklin will come in. Then he was a starter all last year for the Miners. A long three, no good. Shot up by Spear. Linton Stockton finally comes down with the Karen. Halfway through this fourth quarter. Braden Walters in no hurry offensively. Coach Joey Hart looking for his 400th win. Marks out directions.
It'd be awful. They only scored 2 points the whole second half.
A lot of time left. They'll try to get in. Oh, a slam by Hart. Didn't want the layup, wanted to dunk, and didn't get either. As they'll get a shot up short, put up by Sims. Ball on the floor, picked up by... no, we got a foul.
Personal foul. Linton Stockton 24. Logan Webb.
Foul whistle.
Well, that might be one way they're going to get a score. It's at the free throw line.
Yeah, Logan Webb will pick up the personal, his third, 17th foul. And I don't think anybody's ever figured out a way how to play defense on a free throw. And Spear buries it. So they go to the 3:28 mark of the third quarter before they get their first point of the last stanza. And Spear makes their first free throw of the night and makes them both. For Harrison. Now Linton Stockton, the ball on the floor. There's a scrum and we got a timeout. And we'll keep it here.
Harrison, 30 seconds.
Well, maybe those free throws will be a spark for Harrison, because they got to hustle play there on the floor, Coach.
They got to get the ball to the baseline to make one guy guard two. They keep throwing it around the horn where they've got 2 guys and 3 guys guarding. That's how they keep turning it over.
Well, big win for Evansville Harrison if they can come back after having the lead. What a great day of basketball. 7 basketball games. Started at 11 o'clock this morning. Had some great basketball.
You've been here since 9.
Yeah. Well, I've been helping Tom Belmere, the athletic director, and Shane Burkhardt and Rhonda Holder, the athletic secretary. They've done an yeoman effort. Try to get it in the corner, left baseline drive. Joe Summit puts a shot up and got it to go. Spear on a 3-pointer. Spear has scored the last 5 for
Hart just traveled, but got away with it.
So a little bit, still life led for Harrison. So we approach 2.5 to go in the ball game. Trailed 46-45. Harrison on a mini run. Walters will drive the lane, scoop, can't get it to go, but will draw the foul.
Harrison scored their last possession. Where'd they get it? Baseline. They got to get the ball to the baseline.
Personal foul, Harrison 24.
Foul whistled against the Warriors' Jace Summit. And to the stripe will be Brandon Walters. Walters' first of 2 goes through. Walters got him unofficially for a dozen. And gets the lead back up to 2. No good. McNair the board for the Warriors. A triple can give the lead back to Harrison. They haven't had the lead since 7:46 to go in the third quarter. Shot 3, got it! Shane Sims.
Where did he get it from?
He got it on the baseline, like you said, Coach. And they get the lead back. And a steal. And just like that, 5 straight points. Steal, bucket by Summit. And we have a timeout, Linton Stockton. We'll take it with them right now.
Lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Optimum Wellness. Ask about over-the-counter supplements, our compounding services, and hormone therapy. Plus, get free delivery from your one-stop pharmacy in Newburgh. Optimum Wellness. Save up to 80% on your prescriptions at Nations Medicine on Pollock, your one-stop pharmacy in Evansville. Need one-on-one service, special packaging, or even immunizations? Nations has you covered. For no lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Nations Medicine on Pollock.
In regulation, 1:48 to go. It looked desperate time for Harrison.
I didn't have a microphone over there, Mike, but somehow 2 times in a row they got the ball to the baseline on the trap, made both shots.
As Linton Stockton got it up to 46 to 40, but Harrison has come back on a 10-1 run.
And after the made shot from the baseline, they got careless and threw the inbounds pass straight to Harrison, and they laid it up.
So Brandon Walters, a 3, got it. Joey Hart, his 5th triple. 29 points for the senior. One of the top scorers in the state, certainly in 2A. And that ties it at 50. It's our 6th tie. But the answer at the other end is Sims.
See, again, they went baseline, made the basket.
Under a minute to go. Hard again. We're tied.
I'm not going to let him catch the ball. I'm going to make somebody else beat me.
The 7th tie of the game. Trapping defense for Linton. Do they play for 1? They play catch out front. Spear and hooks. It's like Brandon Walters looking out. Are they going to try the double team? No. And timeout. Coach Nathan Fleener. Let's keep it here, Coach. Let's put you in the huddle for both teams. Evansville Harrison first.
Well, if I'm Harrison, they get the ball right in front of the Harrison bench, according to the referee. He pointed right over there. So I'm going to run a box inbounds play, trying to get the ball inside on the inbounds pass. Try to score, make them foul me.
All right.
If I'm Linton Stockton, I'm going to make them pass to the outside, and with about 10 or 12 seconds to go, I'm going to let them have it for 5 or 6. About 10 or 12 seconds, I'm going to go back to my hard. I'm going hard on my 1-3-1 trap. They've thrown it away about 12 times the second half. So I'm going to go hard to that, hoping to knock it down, go down, lay it up, and end the game.
All right, we're going to see what goes on here. Big thank you to everybody here all day long. Big congratulations to everyone here at Evansville Bosse, led by Athletic Director Tom Bellmere, Rhonda Holder, the Athletic Secretary, Mr. Huff, the Principal, and all the many people that have helped out. Thank you to all the sponsors for here on IndianaSRN. Chuck Levine, Eric Eaton, our production staff here this last 3 ball games. As all the production staff throughout the ball games.
See, they're not even lining up in on the blocks. They're going to bring it out here. That's where they've got in trouble every time.
Here we go. Hooks. The screen from McNair. We're down to 10. Trying to get the screen from McNair. Try to go over the top of it. They'll give it to Spear. 1 second. Shot up. No good. Overtime.
And so that's the end of regulation. Our final game, the Tri-State.
We'll be back
Bosse
with an extra minutes here in the last game, and it's very fitting it's the last game right after these messages.
Proudly serving all of Indiana, Indiana Members Credit Union has continued to grow while keeping our focus on you. We offer free personal checking and savings accounts, the lowest auto loan rates available, and a variety of mortgage loan options customized to your needs. For a limited time, stop in and receive a $200 bonus with a new savings, checking, and direct deposit. East Side, West Side, or our Newburgh location, stop by today and discover the IMCU difference and get your $200 bonus. At IMCU, it's you that matters.
Extra 4 minutes of basketball here in high school in the state of Indiana.
What a way to end it tonight.
That's right. As the folks have gotten their money's worth. 7 games for $10. You can't get a better deal than that. And we've had some exciting basketball as Linton, Stockton, and Evansville, Harrison in 32 minutes couldn't settle it.
I told you coming down the stretch, Hart hit those 3 threes in a row. I would not let him have it. I'd have made somebody else beat me.
Well, I tell you what, big threes for both teams. Sims hit a tough one there. Again, when Harrison was down by 5, it looked bleak, but they came back with 6 straight, took the lead back 46-45. And Linton Stockton scored 5, went up by 3, and then went back and forth. And we'll re-jump it.
Ball start.
Ball tip controlled by Evansville Harrison.
I didn't know you could do that.
And they try to trap. And a shot put up and good. Summit makes it 52. It comes with 3:37. A long 3 shot up by Hart, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Well, Harrison played an overtime game earlier this year. They lost 72-67, second game in a year to New Albany. He's driving the lane, teardrop shot, good.
Eli Spear.
As Harrison out of the overtime comes up with 2 quick buckets. As driving to the hole is Walters. He gets fouled, and he'll go shoot free throws.
Personal foul, Harrison, 24. J7, third personal, teams 8.
Whistled against Jay Summit.
Braden Walters.
First one good.
He's a nice player, Mike. He's done a lot of good things in this game.
Double figure score here. Makes it a 2-point margin for Harrison and the basketball. Hooks. Spears a 2-man, a long 3, buries it. Eli Spear.
That was an NBA 3, Mike.
A triple. He's got 5 in this overtime. And it's a 5-point lead. Shut up and good. And that is Nathan Frady. We'll keep it here.
Linton, Stockton.
Coach Hart calls timeout.
Timeout.
It's a 3-point line. Plenty of time left, 2:29. I'll put you back in the huddles again, Coach Mike Santafar.
Well, I think he's going to put more pressure on Harrison with his half-court trap. They're very passive, and they were that last minute and a half in regulation.
Linton, Stockton substitution after the timeout.
Both teams, Harrison, it was a tale of two halves. They led 38-23 at half, but then Linton Stockton came out and just came up with big points in that third quarter to outscore. Linton Stockton outscored them 16-2, and we were tied at 40 going into the fourth quarter. Each team scored 13, and now out of the break, 50-50. Harrison has come up and come up with 10 points, where Linton Stockton has come up.
He's going to, I told you, he's going to really put on the pressure.
Harrison with the basketball. Hooks, spins in a lane, kicks it out. Spears, does he have another three? He does! Eli Spears, another triple. And just like that, it's a 6-point margin. Linton Stockton taking their time. Braden Walters down to a minute 45. Double screen, shot three off the mark by Webb. Run down by Spear. Long court pass. Layup by Sims, can't get it to go. Ball tipped around. Eli Spears, hooks, drive, baseline, gets fouled.
Personal foul, Linton Stockton.
Mike, if he can make both of these, it'll be tough for Linton Stockton to beat him. You got to make them both.
Nathan Fleener giving instructions. And Terry Hooks will go to the line. Not a lot of free throws. In fact, I've got unofficially Harrison only with 2 made free throws here tonight. Hooks can't get it to go. Quickly down court. Off the glass. It's no good. Shut up by Oliver. Tipped around. McNair the board. Gets fouled. Malachi McNair will go to the stripe with 9.
Oliver, his third personal. Team's ninth. Still
you notice when McNair was out of the game is when Linton Stockton made the comeback. McNair went back in. Same big free throws. He needs to make them both.
Missed him. 2 1-and-1s missed by Harrison. Sims, Hart, a three. Buries it.
3 points.
(63-60).
Eli Spear, his third personal, team's ninth.
And
2 free throws.
We'll get 2 free throws for Linton Stockton.
2, Braden Walters.
Braden Walters. No quit for either of these teams in overtime. Not the first one to go.
Linton Stockton.
Got Joey Hart with 32 unofficially tonight.
11.
Can cut the lead to 1. Got it. No good?
Yep.
Lane violation.
Yep, he sure did. As soon as he let it go, he took off to the basket. And it was nothing but net.
All right. So full court pressure being applied by the Miners.
1 minute
Double
remains
team.
in our first
They get it across the
overtime
timeline to
period.
Hooks. McNair. And they lose the basketball.
They had 3-on-1.
44.
Turnover.
Couldn't handle the ball.
Replacing
So,
11, Franklin.
with 54 and a half seconds to go, Linton Stockton with the ball, trailing by 2.
Well, they've already screwed up. Joey Hart's got the ball. He gives it up. You can't let him get it back.
Well, they've done that.
Hey, right there. He did it again.
Left baseline, 3 falls short. And on the board for Harrison is Sims.
They grabbed him, for God's sakes. He just grabbed him around the waist.
Okay, and
he's trying to get the foul.
24.
Spears
Fourth personal.
will go to the stripe.
2 free throws. Harrison, every Linton Stockton common foul.
24
For the remainder of the game.
gets his 4th
Shooting
foul.
20.
That's
Eli
Webb.
Spear.
Again, he's
Spears.
got to make them both, and that's not even a guarantee.
They missed their last 3 free throws.
1 more free throw.
2 1-and-1s.
Double bonus time.
Spear gets a 2. They'll get 1 more because they're in the double bonus.
Remember what I told you, Mike. Whether he makes it or not, Hart can't get the ball. Make somebody else beat you.
Spears swishes it through. Gets one. 64-61. Half minute to go. Walters on the curl to Hart. Hart double teamed in the corner to Frady. Back over to Webb. Webb. And we've got a timeout by Linton Stockton. We'll keep it here. 16.1 seconds to go. Overtime basketball game. What a way to finish up the Tri-State Orthopedic Bosse Winter Classic. It's been a classic here this last ball game. As Linton Stockton, Coach Hart's huddle here. What's he got to do?
I was not being critical of the referee a while ago. In the excitement of the game, he intentionally tried to stop the clock. Referee was only a half second behind me. All right, they're going to try to get the ball to Joey. They've got to find a way to make somebody else do it. And as bad as it sounds, that thing gets down to 3 or 4 seconds. I might foul somebody with the ball on the floor.
Sure, that's an option.
Not even
there.
let them make a 3.
Both teams in the double bonus.
When Hart caught the ball, when Joey called a timeout, he had the ball wide open right over here at the right of the key in 3-point land. They set a double screen for him, and he went off both screens.
All right, here we go. 16.1 seconds to go. Linton Stockton with the ball.
He's going to go off 3 screens right here.
3-point trailer.
There he goes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he traveled. Yep.
Tried to put the shot up, couldn't want to take it. Made the decision, and now we've got a timeout called by Evansville Harrison. All right, we're going to put you back in the Nathan Fleener's sidelines here. 8.2 to go in the game. You're up by 3 and you have the ball.
I'm going to put my best ball handlers and my best free throw shooters in because they're going to foul. They're going to steal the ball or they're going to foul immediately. They have no choice. So he's telling them in this end of the huddle, if we don't get the steal, foul whoever catches the ball. Down here you're saying make sure when you catch the ball you hang on to it because they're going to foul you. You got 8 seconds. You don't even have to get it across the 10-second line.
That's right. Well, and they've missed 2 1-and-1s here in the last minute and 20 seconds. In fact, they're just 1 of 4 free throw shooting here in the last possessions, 1:28 to go. But that all can be done. Again, give Evansville Harrison all kind of credit. Only scoring 2 points in the third quarter. Then Stockton comes down from a 14-point halftime deficit to tie it. We go into overtime. 53-53. Now Harrison.
Now understand this. They were giving it to him over there by the Linton Stockton bench. Now they're giving it to him on the baseline.
Yep.
And he traveled over in front of their bench.
Coach Fleener asked where it's going to be, and that's where they told him it. So they set up the play and they call another timeout.
Timeout. Harrison.
This basketball game's turned into a chess match here in this last few seconds. Indiana high school basketball at its finest here on IndianaSRN. Glad to be bringing it to you. I'm Mike Scavaro along with Dr. Mike Sandefar.
The last 4 games, I don't know about the first 3, but the last 4 games have had nice crowds.
And again, Coach Shane Burkhart and Tom Bellmere, they bring in some of the best teams. And they saved the best for last.
I don't know about that. Bosse was kind of last in the last game.
Full court pressure. They throw it all the way down. And they come in foul.
Took them 0.7 of a second to get the foul.
Terry Hooks will get to the free throw line with 7.5 to go. And he'll have 2.
First personal.
Okay, now I can tell you what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Make or miss this. When they get the ball and come down, as soon as it goes under 6 seconds, I'm fouling the guy that's dribbling.
There you go. We'll see what happens here. Hooks, the first of 2, in and up.
Got to make one of them. Gosh darn.
Stockton substitution, 24.
If he makes one, game's over.
No good. Ball tipped up. Then Stockton with the ball. And very quickly Spears fouls.
Gee, I wonder.
Logan Webb will go free throw shooting.
He waited till he got right at the half-court line and fouled him.
Personal, teams 10.
That's obviously what Coach told him to do in the huddle.
Every Harrison common foul. The remainder of the game.
64-61. Now, if you make the first, you miss the second on purpose.
He has to. If he misses the first one, I don't know what they do.
Got it to go. 64-62.
Now, he may tell him to make it, and again, just foul on the inbounds again.
There we go. He missed it on purpose. Ball flows around. Shot, retrieved, shot up, and good! We're going to double overtime. Hart retrieves the ball, puts the shot up, it can't go, and then on the rebound, Nathan Frady at the buzzer ties it at 64. We're going to double overtime. We're going to take a break and bring it back to you right after these.
No lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Optimum Wellness. Ask about over-the-counter supplements, our compounding services, and hormone therapy. Plus, get free delivery from your one-stop pharmacy in Newburgh. Optimum Wellness. Save up to 80% on your prescriptions at Nations Medicine on Pollock, your one-stop pharmacy in Evansville. Need one-on-one service, special packaging, or even immunizations? Nations has you covered. For no lines, personal service, and familiar faces, head to Nations Medicine on Pollock.
Here we are coming out. We're going to see a replay on this. Here's the free throw, Coach. Take us through it. Free throw up. No good. Sims gets it. Can't get it to go. Friday puts it up. We're in double overtime. How many overtimes? How many overtimes? Many overtimes. But the most overtimes you ever coached in the game? Four.
Twice.
Got
beat both times. Once by Hanover and once by Northern Kentucky.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to go to double overtime, tied at 64. Here we go. Harrison with the basketball. They drive it. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by who? Referees are going to confer. Say it goes to Linton Stockton. Double overtime, 64-64. Hart drives it in, and a blocking foul, and Walters will go free throw shooting.
And that's bad news because that's Spears' fifth.
Personal foul, Harrison, 20. Eli Spear, his fifth personal foul.
Spears, who kept them alive, bearing those threes in the first overtime, will sit.
22. Science loss. 2 free throws into Stockton. 2, Braden Walters.
Braden Walters will get a pair. Puts it up, swishes it through. Second one up. Got it to go. Both. We've had so many lead changes, Coach. I've lost count. Harrison with the basketball. Slosh plays it to Hooks. Cross courts it. Left baseline. Stolen away. Turnover. Harrison. Layup. Can't get it to go. Joey Hart with 2 free throws.
Terry Hooks, his first personal. 2 free throws. That's in Stockton. 13-3, Joey Hart.
Free throws down the stretch. Got Hart unofficially with 35, Coach. And rattles it home.
Probably shouldn't count. He hit the rim that time.
Well, he's a ball player. He's going to be playing in Division I in Central Florida next year. Second one, it's short. Ball knocked around. But a good hustle play by Nathan Frady. Gets the ball back. 67-64. Double overtime. Linton Stockton with the lead and the basketball.
I think they'll make them foul. I don't think they'll go. Unless they just get a wide open layup. I think they're just going to play with it. They're not even looking to score right now.
Walters drives. Frady back out. Gets it back. And Walters with the basketball. Drive left side. Will come back out. Reset the offense. What do they call this? 5 out, Coach?
I think they just call that's their spread offense.
Spread offense.
They might call it 5 out.
23, Shane Sims, second personal.
Foul goes against Linton Stockton's, or send Linton Stockton free throw line, Logan Webb. Again, it's all 2-shot fouls from now on out. Because both teams in double bonus.
Well, I don't think he's missed. Well,
got you kissed
him too. I think that's his first miss of the night.
Well, he'll get one more. Can get the lead back up to 4 if he converts. In and out. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Miners.
Stockton substitution.
No baskets here in the first almost 2 minutes of the second overtime. Just 3 free throws, all by Linton Stockton.
Big possession here. They don't need a 3, but they need a 2.
Harrison out front. Sims with the basketballs. Eli Spears is fouled out. Put it on the right baseline. Drive the key. Kick it out to Hooks. Takes his time. Minute 45 to go. Flip baseline to Sloss. Out to Kai McNair. McNair cross courts it. Got a 3 on the way. Summit no good. And Joey Hart the board for Linton Stockton. Gets it across to Walters. To Webb. Hart will touch the ball just about every other time. Brandon Walters with the basketball. Primary ball handler most of this ball game. Gets double teamed, and we got a timeout. We'll keep it here. Linton Stockton. We got the double team out front in the corner. Use the sidelines and the base and the mid-court line for
he had
second defender.
He had 4 guys on him that time.
That's right. All right, a big thank you again to everyone who's supported the Tri-State Orthopedic Bosse Winter Classic. Big thank you to all the sponsors, and all the folks who made this possible here, basketball here on IndianaSRN.
Not only all that you said, but the officiating's been really good today. Again, I've seen 4 of them.
Well, you know, someone will look when Coach Belmer put the list out, and I think maybe it was you or Coach Burkhardt on your radio show Monday said that they got some pretty fine officials.
You know, one of them's wearing an NAI championship ring. He did the NAI championship game a few years ago, and the other guys I've seen officiate bunches of times.
Well, Linton Stockton hoping to take that 2-hour bus ride and a time change back with a victory and try to go 6-1, as Evansville Harrison has made them work, had the big lead, lost it, came back, got it to overtime, went to 2 overtimes. That's where we are right now with Linton Stockton with the ball as we go to a minute.
1 minute remains in our second overtime period. 1 minute.
So you don't want to foul 2.
Yeah, they're not even looking at the basket now, are they, Coach?
Nope.
They've got the lead and the ball. In the corner. And finally we get a foul. 31.3 seconds to go.
Personal foul, Harrison, 44, Malachi McNair. His 4th personal, 2 free throws.
Malachi McNair picks up his 4th.
Oliver.
And we'll send to the line for 2. It'll be Paul Oliver.
Missed the first one. Again, all he's got to do is make this one, and probably they got it in the bag. But
yeah,
if he doesn't,
Linton Stockton only 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Make that 3 of 8 from the free throw line in overtime. There have been no baskets in second overtime. Harrison, a chance to tie with a 3, and we have another timeout. We'll keep it in.
Timeout, Harrison.
So you still got to go back to that 2-man on the baseline offense, Coach?
Well, they're just kind of spread out right now. They're not even really running an offense. And Linton Stockton's really not running the 1-3-1 trap. They're just kind of watching them because whenever they get it to a corner or a wing, they'll double team. So they're not attacking. They got to attack, yeah. Of course, they got, Spears fouled out. So all they got left on that 3-point thing is my mind's
Sims.
Number 23, yeah, Sims. So
or Sloss.
They've got to get it to him, or they could quickly go inside to their big guy and let him either, get the lay-in or maybe get the lay-in and get fouled and get a chance to tie. But
and a lot of basketball being played here. Double overtime. And both of these teams had games last night too.
When I coached, when we played a zone, we always played man on the ball. And
all right, here we go.
Hart made those 3 threes. That was a backbreaker.
Sims inbound to Terry Hooks. Hook, last pitch, McNair. Pop out to Summit. To Hooks. 10 seconds to go. Cross-court pass. A 3, shut up by Slosh. It's no good. Slosh to rebound. Hooks puts a shot up. It's no good. Game over.
Wow. Wow, that 3 was down in the basket and out.
Evansville Harrison. 2 looks for triples to tie. Can't convert. Linton Stockton, double overtime. 67-64 over Evansville Harrison as Linton Stockton goes to 6-1 as the ball game is over. As we're going to say goodbye. Thank you to everyone for tuning in all day long to IndianaSRN as the Tri-State the
Tri-State Orthopedics Bosse Winter Classic
comes to an end, and we'll say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.